you ready for the video? Hey guys, welcome back to the Cantina. It's Steph, your friendly neighborhood bar manager. Feel free to pull up a chair, pull up a bar stool, order a drink, order lunch, whatever you want. Gonna try to make this short and sweet. Last night I did a live comment, or a live stream, talking about something that I've noticed. Now, real quick rehash. Last summer, at this time, a lot of us really thought that Pablo Hidalgo and more than one of his fellows at Lucasfilm Story Group were gone. I don't know what happened. Apparently he's been told he's bulletproof. No one is. Okay. All right. But he's still there. And ever since an event happened, it seems like we're right back to where we were before that big, was it May, early June meeting before Soilo came out, where they had a big conference call. This is last year now, remember. Last year, Bob Iger did a conference call between Lucasfilm, England, London, Lucasfilm, California, and all hell broke loose. Soon after that, Pablo left Twitter, came back. I have copies of what his bio looked like when he came back. My favorite was Dirty Little Leftists. I'm paraphrasing right now. All billionaires should be outlawed and or mulched. All tweets are subject to the purview or something of the parent company, whom you should shout at. I don't know what happened. Maybe he got suspended. I don't know. I don't know. But he's back to attacking fans. In fact, him and a friend of his, Brad Bird, I don't know what the guy's name is. I noticed this on Twitter. I really don't want to go and look at the Twitter thread. So if someone wants to point me in the right direction, I will go look. But I myself am getting sick of going to his Twitter page unless there's something really juicy going on. This is just behavior. He's going back to doing what he was doing, attacking fans. In fact, Itchy did a blog, and I'm going to attach it to the description, of how back, I think, when Star Wars first came out, there was a woman who did a presentation of Star Wars, and he was mocking us. I'm a woman. Why would it bother me? I just hate Disney Star Wars, you fat-faced freak. So why is he acting like this? Why is he going after the fans again? Oh, and why are the writers mocking fans? Remember the poorly received comic book mocking fans that didn't like Eldon Ehrenreich? All right, let's go. First, timeline. Earlier this summer, Kathleen Kennedy is given the chairmanship of AFI, which is basically an empty title. It's a participation trophy. AFI, American Film Institute. You can go and find their tributes to George Lucas, Harrison Ford, and others. And the Carrie Fisher speeches are hilarious. So I suggest, if you want to look those up, do it. They're worth it. But they don't really do much. So we got that. She gets that. Then, and here's the big one, Michelle Rejwan is given the vice presidency, senior vice presidency of live action film and production, blase, blase. Who does she work for? I looked. She is J.J. Abrams' girl. Not that I'm happy with him, but he doesn't like what they did with The Last Jedi. All right? Okay. This is when, right after this was announced, Rian Johnson started attacking fans, and now we got Pablo making snarky, passive-aggressive, stupid, cowardly remarks about people instead of just actually calling them out by name like a man would. But, you know, he's not a man. The plumbing might be there, but there's more to being a man than having a dick. Okay. Trust me, I know. So, okay. And now it seems that Daisy Ridley is starting to speak her mind. I think one of my favorite things was when she actually defended the fandom menace, us, the fans who don't like Disney Star Wars right now, the sequel trilogy, and felt very free to do it. All right. 2 years ago, Kathleen Kennedy would have shot her. Kennedy called up Mark Hamill, and I don't know what time of year it was, but it was on the lead up or during TLJ's right after it opened or before it opened, screaming at him that he was killing the box office. Mark Hamill went to Bob Iger and said, "I can't take this shit anymore." All right. But now we got Daisy Ridley with no cachet at all, making comments that she can understand and that the criticism was fair. All right. We have John Boyega saying after the movie comes out, he'll tell us what he felt. Mark Hamill's not coming back. In fact, it looks to me like they're totally abandoning the sequel trilogy. Now, I could be wrong, but abandoning all the characters to go back to the Old Republic because they realize what a mess they made. At least Disney does. I mean, I dug up an old article from last summer this time talking about the fact that Disney net only made back a quarter of what they paid for Lucasfilm. Okay. So what's going on? It doesn't look to me like Kathleen Kennedy, Miss Perfect, Miss I want more women. We have 50% women executives now. Has any power at all. All right? Because Daisy, who has no cachet, way less cachet than Mark Hamill, is saying what she feels. All right? So I think, and this is just my speculation, that they know The Rise of Skywalker is going to flop, even if it has everything we want in it. If it has a satisfactory ending, I don't know how they're going to do that now. Even if it does, it's going to feel empty. We're all still, the great line from John Lydon, Johnny Rotten. You ever feel like you've been cheated? We're still going to feel like we were cheated. And the reason why is because Rian Johnson did it, and did it deliberately. Now, this is what I predict. It doesn't make $1 billion. All right, Jumanji is opening, and it looks pretty good. I plan on being part of the boycott crew and buying Jumanji tickets. Okay? Buying as many Jumanji tickets as I can afford. The moment they go on sale online, I'm buying tickets. Everybody needs to do that. Why? Hurt The Rise of Skywalker. Now, some people say, well, you just don't love Star Wars. I love it so much. I want the people who are responsible for this travesty to understand just what they did. This is called tough love. All right? All right? It's everything, and it's exactly what a mother should do and a father should do when they're raising their children. Okay? You are going to fail. You are. That's life. Guess what? You'll learn from it. Failure is your best teacher. So, Pablo, guess what? You're going to get taught a lesson. Okay? So what I think is going to happen. Kennedy will announce her retirement from Lucasfilm. She can still be part of the production team for Indy 5. Okay? And I don't see Frank Marshall, who's basically the biggest pussy-whipped tool on the planet, going into production without his darling dear wife, who's probably the sandiest creature on the planet, but whatever. So she leaves. And I guarantee you, when she goes, a lot of the people that caused trouble at Lucasfilm will go too, including Hidalgo. And in fact, Look forwards to October. Here's the reason why. That's the end of the fiscal year for Disney and, well, basically everybody. Okay? The fourth quarter, the end of the fourth quarter. And they are still in a deep, deep hole with Lucasfilm. They are still trying to put Fox, 20th Century Fox, and Disney into a symbiotic relationship, and get them sequenced. They still haven't figured out how to do that with Lucasfilm. I predict a lot of people might be leaving before The Rise of Skywalker. Mid-level people who, don't really have a lot to say, but people like, all right, Andy Gutierrez, those types, because they're not helping. And the fans have long memories, okay? We have long memories. And these people forget about that, all right? So this is what I predict. This is what I speculate is going to happen. And then when Kennedy announces her leaving, you'll see other people leave too. That Stephen Fetter, Pablo, maybe Matt Martin, and I would say that if the story group hasn't been pulled back, I think it will be dissolved. And here's something that we still need to talk about. I really do believe in the end, Disney's going to discontinue Marvel Comics and ship them out to another company. I've heard Dark Horse being named. All right. And of course, there's a rumor by We Got This Covered about, them looking for a Mara Jade. That's really digging. All right. You can't have Mara Jade without Luke. All right. You can't have Mara Jade without Han, Leia, Luke, Ben Skywalker, and the Solo twins and Anakin Solo. All right. So that is either somebody at Lucasfilm floating the idea and everybody going, what are you going to do to her? Make her into a lesbian? Transvestite or some shit? This is what happens when you have mismanagement, lazy, apathetic people who don't give a shit about their jobs and don't give a shit about doing the right thing for their jobs. All right? And I really think something is happening over there, and they know it. They know The Rise of Skywalker is not going to do anything. All right? They know it. And the shit's going to hit the fan. And I think it'll start probably in October. And after Kennedy leaves, there's going to be an exodus. And you'll probably see other people who are more competent, more willing to do the right thing by Star Wars show up. And I still don't know who's taking over for her. I can't think of anybody right now. I thought it was going to be JJ, but now because he signed that deal with Warner Brothers, I don't think so. But again, Michelle Rejwan, that's a big, big personnel move. All right? And remember, she's not Kennedy's. She's JJ's girl. She owes her loyalty to him. And this is probably why Pablo feels the need to express himself, his anger, and his, classic passive-aggressive way at all of us. Okay, so just keep watching. Watch the behavior on Twitter. Watch the behavior out there. Watch for the rumors. Don't listen to Reddit. Because I think that's where the story group goes to put bullshit out there, so people are confused. And I also it looks to me like they've even lost their cachet among a lot of the shills now. So there you go. All right. So just keep watching. I speculate. Stuff is happening. This is Steph signing out. See you around the galaxy. See you around the cantina. Please remember to tip the Wookiee bartender 20%. No fights in the cantina. No gunfights. You take that shit outside. No droids. No bounty hunters. No Reylos. No Rey nobodies. No Rey clones. Rey Kenobi. Rey whatevers. Okay? All right? I don't want to hear about it anymore. In fact, I'm going to leave you guys with this. I think they're going to release who she is before the movie. Because there are times I look at Daisy like she really wants to say it. Okay? So you're in the galaxy, scoundrels. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't. Remember to hit that bell for more content. Remember to hit the like button and share away. We share away full of Star Wars. And I'll see you around with more content coming up next. Stephanie, I'll see you around the galaxy, scoundrel.